she wants this.
Heavenly Father, give me the words, speak to the family. We say this in the name of your precious Son. I'm going to say a couple words about my brother first. His favorite food was probably tuna fish. His favorite color was purple. Growing up, our favorite game was probably Final Fantasy VII. We probably played that the most. As you guys know, Erik also was adopted by my auntie, my mom. And Erik was one of the figures that talked to my father, actually man to man while he was still a teenager. And was one of the reasons why my father ended up giving me on to the family that I know called my family. Or about anybody. And he's always helped everybody out. So, love is patient, long, and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It is not puffed up. Does not behave rudely. Does not seek its own. It is not provoked. Thinks no evil. Does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. Bears all things. Believes all things. Hopes all things. Endears all things. Love never fails. And the Lord always tells us to go to the Lord's Prayer to pray. So I'll start. Our Father, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses. Forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For there be the kingdom, forever and ever. So all the glory.
One that was untouchable and unfathomable. That was a gift of love. Patient. He was always patient with me. And it didn't matter to him. He didn't care the time that we didn't have time. He always let us know that he loved him. We'll be best friends to them. And this is me telling you that this isn't the end. This isn't the end for us. I'm still going to hear his snide remarks. And he's always going to end every conversation that we have with "I love you, Bebop." That's not going to be fun way. But I will teach my kids, my family, my friends, the same game he taught me. And that's the game of love. Because that's what he would want, I think. Because that's the game he bestowed upon me. I love you. Anybody else here knows you love me?
Well, I just wanted to let you guys know that for a long time we didn't know what to do with my father's ashes because we didn't bury him, we kept his ashes, and that felt right at the time. And a couple months back, with Erik, we started discussing what we wanted to do with his ashes because we felt it was time to do something. It was still time to lay him to rest, and we decided to lay him to rest with Erik because that feels right. And that whoever laid him to rest, the whole plot left and right, it's all Walter, Banks, and Arts, it's all family. So that feels right to us. But so many things that I consider part of who I am came from Erik. That's just the only person he was. You know, he was solid he was the most solid person I ever met. I don't even just mean like the way he was built. Like, I mean, you know. I wrote something for him the day after all this happened. Being one person, he said on the first day of high school, "This is my baby," he said at Eleanor's crib. "You're too good for him," he told a friend of Cruz's. "I love you," he said with his actions every day. "I understand," he told the friends who forgot to call, busy with the lives he helped build, happy for their achievements from afar. "I wouldn't be the person I am today, happy, healthy, secure without you. They know but never say, until now, too late. I'm sorry, I tell them now, for not saying I love you every single day. Thank you, we all say with our hearts and our minds, knowing our lives will never be the same without this man who gave so much and asked for so little."
She had a huge impact on her life. She was the best friend for 12 years. Sorry. So I'd like to take my time here to share with you my memories of who Erik was. Okay. Erik was the type of person who could find humor in any situation, even if that situation was us almost blowing up the grill at my parents' house because we decided to have a pool party when they were away. Erik was a dreamer. Growing up, we always talked about our grand plans to open businesses together. All of those plans were literally around bad names to businesses. Erik was an adventurer. Before the advent of GPS, we would purposely get ourselves lost to find our way home. Somehow we thought that was going to be a life skill. Erik was to this day the only person who beat me at laser tag. At the time I called him a cheater, and here to clear his name, he did not cheat. Erik was the coolest kid around, and he stuck glow sticks in his hand and he started to do his little liquid dance at the teen nightclub. Erik, you were a close second. Erik was a professional level prankster, unbeknownst to most of the people he pranked. I'm not going to expand upon that due to my limited knowledge of the statute of limitations in the great state of Michigan. Erik was like a big brother to a lot of people. We used to joke that if anyone proposed to me, they would have to speak to both my father and to Erik, because if you want to be my lover, you've got to get with my friends. Erik was the scariest driver I have ever climbed into a car with, bar none. His right foot was entirely made of lead, which was crazy because he was so good at Dance Dance Revolution. Erik was a great listener, he knew photography. Almost here, guys. Erik was the one who got me singing at work when I was feeling overwhelmed. That was actually how we met. Due to that, he's indirectly responsible for my employees being forced into what I call office karaoke every day. Erik is the only person I know to this day that can make a tempo cool. Erik was one of those rare people who would bend over backwards for the people he cared about. He was a good friend. Even over the years, he drifted us apart. Erik was young at heart, and that's how I always remember him.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Erik's uncle. Some do remember me, probably a little bit sheltered than the last time I was here. Just like Erik, great. So, we were talking and thinking about Erik, and, Erik's whole life, as he grew up with us, we always thought Erik was not going to have any friends. Because he had Derek, right? And Derek was a troublemaker, and Erik was also always the one that protected and saved him. So our whole life, Erik was always the kid that we thought was going to be the straight and narrow. He was going to follow in the footsteps of the job I did, right? Because I went in the military. We thought that Erik was going to do that. Well, amazingly, Derek did that. Probably because of the guidance of Erik. Right? Because, I was talking to my wife and I said, there's plenty of different things that we can honor Erik for. The one thing she mentioned to me and I thought was the most amazing part was that everything was in Erik's eyes. Right? The minute he opened his eyes, it lightened up the room for everybody. Right? You could tell that he was very happy. It was from the beginning, he was a happy child. So if you watch the videos, he was a happy child from the beginning. But there was also that deviousness in the back. Right? You can see it, and I'm sure you've all seen it. Right? Everybody has seen it. But throughout the whole time he was a kid, he always was a happy child, and you could just see it in his eyes. And it never, ever ended. Right? So he was always happy. And he made a lot of people happy, and he was a lot of people's rock. So, we got to think about those things as we continue to honor Erik. And I really do appreciate everybody coming, especially for the family who's not here long. And they're all on Facebook. They're all commenting probably about different things, or they're still sleeping because it's about 3 in the morning. And they'll be up in a few hours and say, going through the videos and saying different comments. So I know that when the whole Banks family came here, the Santos and Cruz and various different labels you could give came here, the Banks family absorbed them like they were their own kids. And we really, really appreciate that, and we really love you guys for everything you did. I mean, there was no other family that we could come to and be part of. So I really, really thank everybody who took them in and made them their own family. Thanks, everybody.
If anybody else, any of their friends or family wants to say anything, you're welcome to come up here. If not, we're going to move on to the next. Anybody?
Faith.
Me and my brother always loved music. One of my favorite bands growing up was Boyz II Men. So I'd like to dedicate this song for them.
You're admitting that?
Hey, that's it. Boys are Philly, man. Come on. Don't mind the commercial.
Shall we all do Erik's dance? Hold it up. Here.
Brother.
Good morning. Good morning. I can tell you is that I knew Erik little, but I knew Erik for a long time. I use this word to see. And one of the themes that seems to flow around is the theme of love, how much he loved. He says the great love has no other than this, than to lay down one's life for his friends. And it seems that Erik always did that. I know that my wife Sam loved him very much for that reason, because he was a loving person. And I know that his brothers and mom loved him very much for that reason as well, because he was a loving guy that laid down his life for the benefit of others, of him, of who he is. God loved us that much that he laid down his own life for the benefit of all of us. In the same book of John 3:16, show us the love of God for us, for each of every one of us, if you were to choose him. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life." Our hope is that at the end of times, those that believe in Jesus Christ will rise up for eternal life. We have a short period of time in this life. It's appointed for all of us to die at some point in time. And then we're going to face our Creator. So, I just want to let you guys know that we should choose that. Choose God while we have time. And choose to live our lives the way Erik lived. To lay down our lives for others. To give our lives, to give our love for the benefit of other people. Because God himself did that. He laid down the life of his Son so that we can have eternal life. And there's a hope that we will have eternal life when we're done. God bless you, and let's pray for Erik. Heavenly Father, we thank you for your love And we thank you because you gave the opportunity to Erik to live selflessly, to lay down his life for others and teach others and guide others. We ask for your mercy on him. We ask for your mercy on us in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Hi, I'm Erin's mom. I know that Christina wants to claim best friend, but I'm sorry, Christina, I gotta take that from you. Erik has been with me since I was 18, and he was my rock. He was the one that chose the husband that I married. He lifted his little hands and called him my dad. You know, Erik has always made decisions that I could not make. And even as his mom, I found it shocking as I was growing up with him that he actually raised me. Yeah. When my husband passed, he moved, didn't even think twice. He moved back into my house to take care of me, and it should have been the other way around. And, you know, for years I told him he could live his life and move out and I'd be fine. But not Erik, he made sure that he took care of me. And that's just how he was. I had to come to a conclusion that no matter what I said, that's what Erik was going to do. And I just want the friends out there and the family to know that Erik loved you guys. Like, anytime he shared a moment with me, we'd be up till 2 in the morning, talking and laughing or crying or whatever it was, but he always shared his memories with me. And that's why he was my best friend. Sorry, Erik.
I'll take a close second.
And I'm gonna miss not seeing him come down the stairs. And John, I didn't know why I was holding on to your ashes for so long, but now I know, because it feels so right for you two to be together. And they're going to be buried with John's mother and Erik's grandma, and they'll be at the foot. And John will be there to protect Erik, and Erik will be there to separate Mary Frances from John. So, things happen for a reason, and I think that's why I held on to John's ashes for so long. Thank you, family, for being so patient. I know you wanted to put your brother to rest. Thank you. Love you guys. Did you guys meet Erik's baby?
He broke multiple of his expensive computers and tablets.
And because it was, he's like, oh, it's okay. Yeah. But anybody else would have broke that, he would have been mad.
For years, I've been paying for my children breaking Erik's things. And the one day that Ellie broke his brand new iPad or whatever it was, that it just came in the mail, and he just pulled it out of the box, and Ellie grabbed it and threw it on the floor and shattered the screen. And he just looked at me and smiled and said, "It's okay, I can get it replaced."
Okay.
Is there anyone else that would like to come up and speak?
Photography for Erik was a passion. And when someone shares a passion, they share part of their soul. And anybody that looks at any of the photographs that Erik's taken in any of the books that are around here will see that his soul was enormous. It was colorful. It was intentional. It was just full of wonder and splendor, and that's exactly who he was. I'm going to miss going on those photography adventures with him because they were a bright light of just friendship, and I've never said it before, but it was love. I loved the guy to death. He was a great friend. I'm so sorry for your loss. But thank you. That's pretty much it. So.
Would somebody else like to come up and speak? On behalf of the family, I would like to thank everyone for being here today. And on behalf of Howe-Peterson, we extend our condolences to each and every one of you. I'm so sorry for your loss. Erik and John will be interred at Michigan Memorial Park Cemetery today following the service here. We are going in procession. Anyone else who would like to go in procession today to the cemetery can line up their cars directly behind their families. We will be out there to assist you. We do ask that everyone please turn on your headlights for procession, and please drive safely. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, Eric's not here to
to replace that.